Hey, Coach, so glad you found us. Couple things. First of all, subscribe. Please go over and do that. That will keep you updated with everything that we're doing. Second thing is go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. If you want to put hardware in your basement, if you want to win more games, let me help you do that. I will give you my personal email address. We'll do one-on-one calls. We'll do office hours, less than $1 a day, 14-day free trial. Go over and check it out. Let's head off to the video.
Hey, got some ideas?
Yes, welcome to Coaching Youth Hoops. Big yawn. I had a big yawn for Coach there before we jumped on. It's like, I know,
Coach and I've been on the phone now, 10 o'clock my time, 3 hours.
3 hours, and I
Might
was
be the
up like
longest.
3 hours before that doing work. So yeah, might have to
And you probably got 3 hours of sleep knowing you and up till
something close to that. All right, so this is a long topic, I think. So before we do that, let's give a big shout out, Coach, to
Coaching
Coaching
Youth
Youth Hoops.
Hoops.
Yeah,
Yeah, go check out Coaching Youth Hoops for all of your coaching resources, soup to nuts. We have everything from preseason to postseason. We have practice plans, drills, everything you need, just print and go. We've tried to take our years of experience, boil it down into those things that work, put it together in a nice comprehensive practice plan and or offenses and defenses to make it real easy for coaches. So go check it out, coachingyouthhoops.com.
all right. This is one of my things is the multi-sport athlete.
Okay.
I think it's really important from not only a mental health part, but a physical part in
Yep.
the sense that studies have shown that kids that play multiple sports, especially at the youth level, are less likely to get injured.
Right.
Um, and even more so for females in a lot of respects, that the lower extremity knee injury stuff, if they're a multi-sport athlete and they're doing multiple things, are less likely to have those ACL
Mhm.
type of injuries just because they're strengthening and using other things. So um we're going to talk about the how you deal with it, but I think it's a as a youth coach, I think it's sometimes hard to see the forest through the trees, but it is
Yeah.
really important for kids to be multiple sport athletes until they're kind of done growing, done maturing, done strength wise. I still think it's important, but it's both from a we don't know at fifth grade what it's gonna how it's gonna land, at the end.
So yeah, absolutely. I think encourage your kids to play multiple sports. But now how do we deal with it when they're missing practice? And again, with youth basketball, the we have two practices a week, and if their other sport lands on one of those practice days, they're coming once a week. And to say it doesn't bother me, wouldn't be telling you the truth, right? Although I have to stop and say, hey, it's the best thing for them, right? And it's not the best thing for me and the team, but it's the best thing for that person to do multiple things. And right. So how do we deal with it? On one hand, I think you know, think about, I always, I used to think about practice kind of more as a progression. And what I mean by that, we're gonna learn a man offense, and then 2 weeks from now we're gonna learn a zone offense, and then 2 weeks from now we're gonna do X, right? Now it's
Right.
more about repetitions of a few things at the youth level
Yeah.
because of the multi-sport athlete, and not just sport athlete, but I have I have players that are doing school plays, or they have, non-athletic activities that they're doing. If it's, I have one girl that does, every Saturday she has, um, learns a language, right?
Right.
She has language classes, so foreign language, and I have to work around that. She's one of my better players. I have to work around the tournament schedule, right? I can't have tournaments before noon.
Right. Well, and
So,
part of it is communicating with the parents and figure out when those conflicts happen. I find that at my level is like,
mhm,
how can we do that? That's the first thing. And it's hard. It's like missing class.
mhm.
Like I notice it in my class. Like I teach seniors, but it's like, all right, so all of a sudden, somebody's missed some class. It makes it difficult.
Yeah.
You know, um, so yeah, I don't know. What's your thoughts, Coach?
Yeah, no, again, I think you just have to understand going into a season, especially at a grade school and, level, but, before high school. I think high school is different. I think the expectation is you're going to be there, right? With at the grade school level, you can't expect them to be there every day. I just don't think that's realistic. So even if they are there every day, that which is awesome, you can't plan for everybody being there every day. So your practice plan changes slightly. We do a lot of the same things and we advance it just a little bit each practice. So it's not like we're making huge leaps because I'm just afraid someone's going to miss that inbound play. And they're going to miss that, right? And we're teaching a new inbound play, but we got to do it 6 weeks in a row, right? We can't move on to play number two because three people missed play number one.
Right.
So I think it's and how you structure practice that is extremely important dealing with, again, the multi-sport athlete or the multi-activity, you know, person, child. Um, but encourage it at the end of the day, encourage it because it's healthier for that child. Um, and I think, even, we could have even added to this as vacations, like summer vacations. I had a player who
Right.
talk about if you go back to our last podcast, maybe we talked about coach burnout. We should talk about player burnout. She was literally burned out, but she couldn't express that. I didn't figure that out until I saw her come back after vacation and she was gone for 10 days, I think they went away. And that was enough to reset her, and she was back to her old playing self. And like, she just needed a break.
Right. You just needed a change of, yeah, something. Yeah. Like a
Yeah.
change of environment, a change of scenery, a change
Hmm.
of just a deep breath, I think sometimes helps.
Yeah.
Um,
So that, exactly. So encourage
yes.
the multi-activity player because it's healthier for them. Restructure how you think about practice. Realize that you're probably not going to get in everything that you wanted. Make the best of it. That's just, again, my opinion on those things.
Yeah,
It's
I
going to
agree.
take you a little bit longer to, get a full offense in and a defense and your counters and your 3 to 4 plays, right? That you want to do your quick hitters.
And all
Um,
and
just
all
be
of that.
patient.
Yep. I think that's a good thing. Be patient and,
Hmm.
have some empathy in this
Correct.
avenue. I think you have to have a little bit of empathy because the parents are being pulled in a lot of different directions with a lot of different people too.
Well, and don't and now okay, I just was thinking about this as you were saying that is now, if the parent's expectation doesn't match the player's attendance, meaning they miss practice and they're expected to play in the game the same amount as everybody who made practice, you got to set those expectations, right?
right.
It's
Yes.
like we're going to play you at the amount. I had player in yesterday. They were gone on spring break. We worked on our inbounds plays. They were gone. They showed up for the game, which was fine, but oh, I forgot they weren't at the game. They have no idea. I'm yelling out the play and they're like looking at me like, what are you talking about? Right?
Right.
So anyway,
Yeah.
um,
What else, coach? Anything else? Just, I think, work with multi-sport athletes, make it conducive for them, I think,
mhm.
is the
And
takeaway, our
inviting, yeah,
takeaway.
inviting, right?
Right.
Don't discourage it, encourage it, if anything, and realize you're going to have to make some sacrifices yourself. So,
Yes, for sure. All right.
all right,
Till next time, coach.
till next time.
Hey, coach, so glad you enjoyed the video. Subscribe and like. before you leave. And also go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. It's got everything and a roadmap for you to become a better basketball coach. So go over and check it out. And let's head back to the next video, wherever that would be.